Hello, guys, and welcome to Football Fan Den UK. How's it going? So we are here today to watch a few games, guys, but we're going to start with Bolton's visit to Exeter. I picked this game, a lot of games to pick from this afternoon, but I decided to go with this one because of Bolton playing in the cup final at the weekend, and I wanted to see how my own team played after that and see if we can pick up the momentum in the league. So hopefully we will. But as I'm sure you guys are aware, whenever you're playing a cup final, you never know what you're going to get after that. Are you going to get a positive response from the players? They're going to keep the momentum going, or are they going to be distracted with the recent success? So we'll see how it goes. But we'll also be keeping an eye on all the other games going on around the grounds with the 3 o'clock kickoff. So hopefully you guys will join me and let me know your thoughts on this game or any other games going on around the UK today. So if you just join us, guys, please do let me know and drop your comments in the chat. Hit that like button and let me know your thoughts, score predictions for this game or any other games going on around the UK today. So let's quickly go to the chat. The game's just about to kick off. Milzard, how's it going, mate? Welcome to the show. Hope things with you are good. Tough game for you guys today. Obviously your trip to Sheffield United. So we wish you best of luck with that, mate. But tricky game for you guys. But let's hope you can get something out of that because Sheffield United will probably expect or maybe underestimate Wigan. And that might give you guys a chance. But great to see you, Milzard, and welcome to the show, mate. Milzard saying hi, mate. Hi, my prediction is 5-0 Bolton. Okay, mate. Thank you very much for that, Milsard. Appreciated. As the game is now underway, guys, and we've got an early throw-in on this near side for Bolton, and it looks like it's Bradley to take it. So thanks for that, Milzard. Great to see you, mate. Hopefully you guys get a positive win today or a positive result today as well away at Sheffield. So thank you very much for that, Milzard. Appreciated, mate. Stevie Allen saying, hi, Gaz. Good luck for Bolton today. Yeah, thanks, mate. I'm just watching, like I said, but normally I would have picked a different game. But like I said, obviously I want to watch my own team, as you guys know. But I also want to try and cover as many clubs equally as possible. But obviously, like I say, after the recent cup success for Bolton, I wanted to see the reaction today. So that's why I picked this game. So, yep. Thanks for that, Stevie. Let's hope Bolton can pick up where they left off at the weekend and get a positive result. So nice one for that, Stevie. And Stevie also saying hi to Milzard. Nice one, Stevie. Top stuff, mate. Thank you. So the ball has just gone out on the far side, guys. So Dion Charles there trying to keep the ball in, but unable to, and it's gone out. And that will be a goal kick to Exeter. So no Santos today, guys. He's not on the team sheet. I'm not sure if he's picked up a knock. I'm hearing that he's got a bit of a thigh injury, so hopefully that won't mean he's out for too long. But an important player for Bolton. So, like I say, hopefully he'll be back soon and make a speedy recovery. So we got Exeter in possession now as they come into the box and shot across the face of goal, but it's deflected away and eventually goes out on this near side, and that will be a throw-in. So it's a throw-in to Bolton. So we're just coming up towards 3 minutes into the game, guys. So Markham have gone 1-0 up against Plymouth. That's interesting. So Bolton now with the possession out on this near side as they kick the ball up the field, and it's headed back towards where it came from by Exeter before they pick up the possession, and now try to come down this near side before the ball, before the referee awards a foul for coming together of players there, but how the hell am I going to give commentary when doing that? So we just got a stoppage at the moment, guys. So the ball just gone out again for another throwing, guys. So we got a throwing on this near side for Bolton, close to the dugout. So Bradley to take it for Bolton. So Bolton take the throwing, and Exeter eventually cut out the possession, knock it all the way back to the goalkeeper. And goalkeeper, long ball up the field, up towards the halfway line, and it's intercepted by Bolton. Bolton now coming again down this near side, but that's cut out eventually by Exeter, who clear the ball up the field. And Trafford comes out to knock the ball back down the other end of the field. And it's just a bit cagey at the minute, guys. Both teams just feeling each other out, as you might expect. So hopefully the game will settle down. We're just coming up towards 7 minutes gone, guys. And as like I say, with this early stage is just a bit cagey. So Bolton in possession now, just inside their own half, as they work the ball out to that far side. But forced to come back under pressure from Exeter. And now Bolton just probing along that halfway line, looking for any space to create, to exploit, as they now play the ball further forward. And they're just knocking it about at the moment, just inside the Exeter half of the pitch. So Bolton just content with the possession at the moment. Let's go back to the chat. Billy, how's it going, Billy? Good afternoon. Billy saying, hi, guys. Happy Friday. I'm going 2-1 to Bolton. Thank you very much, Billy. Happy Friday to you as well, mate. I like that. Yeah, hopefully, like I say, as you guys know, I do try to pick as many variety of games today, but as possible. I'm watching this one today. I picked this one today because I just wanted to see what kind of reaction my own team would show after the cup final success. So that's why I picked this game for the 3 o'clock kickoff. But yeah, thanks for that, Billy. Good to have you with us, mate. Obviously, Chelsea not playing today, are they? But are you interested in any of the other games going on around the EFL today, Billy? Quite a few interesting games going on today. and we'll be keeping an eye on those. But yeah, I'd love to know, Billy, if there's any that you're particularly keeping an eye on, mate. If you guys are interested, just to let you know, Plymouth have gone behind to Morecambe. Derby have also gone behind to, gone 1-0 up against Forest Green. And Sheffield Wednesday are still 0-0. With Oxford. Those obviously the relevant teams fighting at the top of League One. Oh, Sheffield United have gone 1-0 up against Wigan in the Championship. That's not good for Wigan's chances at the moment. But Sheffield, obviously, after trying to win that league. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as the afternoon progresses. But yeah, Wigan in early trouble. So let's hope they can recover from that. So keep an eye on those other results. But yeah, welcome to the show, Billy. Good to have you with us, mate. So Bolton now trying to break forward out on that far side, trying to break into the box, but challenged by Exeter, and eventually the ball has gone out, and that will be a goal kick. But Dion Charles certainly showing his intent to try and score goals in this one. So let's. Billy is saying, I'm not focused on anything in particular. I'm just keeping track of the scores. Okay, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Obviously, no Premier League games today. So I appreciate that, Billy. Yep, there's quite a few games going on around the EFL today. So yeah, keep us informed, Billy. Anything that you pick up on that I miss, let me know, mate. As Exeter now with a long ball into the box, and it's deflected away, but Exeter pick it up on the edge of the Bolton box now, crossed into the box, and Exeter at the back post there, getting a shot off, but it's gone behind, and that, I think, will be a goal kick, I think. Don't think it took a deflection. So Bolton now coming forward from the back. The weather's absolutely amazing today, isn't it, guys? Really sunny day. That would be the case, wouldn't it? On a weekend with loads of football to cover. So Bolton now trying to push up towards the halfway line, as they do, and now come down this near side with Bradley in possession, and the referee has awarded a foul. So it'll be a free kick to Bolton, and this is probably about, it's a good distance from goal, probably maybe 40, 45 yards from goal. It's close to the halfway circle, or close to being level with the halfway circle. So Bolton take it short and work the ball down this near side, and now looking to get a cross into the box. And it's deflected away. So it's going to be a corner to Bolton. Corner to Bolton. So thanks for that, Billy. Billy also saying if Burnley beat Middlesbrough tonight, they confirm promotion. I'm watching that tonight. Should be a good game. Yeah, I'll be. I'm hoping to stream that game later, mate. So yeah, hopefully that will be a very interesting one. And like you say, Middlesbrough nipping at the heels at the top of the league there. So yeah, it should be an interesting game, mate. And looking forward to that one. So thanks for that, Billy. Billy also saying Portsmouth have scored 1-0. Cool, thanks for that, Billy. Yep, Portsmouth making a late charge on the promotion spots. At one point, they looked like they were completely out of it, but they are making a late charge to try and claim one of those playoff places. So will be interesting to see if Portsmouth do get a win today. So corner now for Bolton comes in. It's headed behind as it is eventually cleared up the field as Bolton tried to keep possession, but the referee has awarded a foul there to Exeter as a Bolton and Exeter player came together there trying to claim possession for the ball on the far side of the pitch, just to the edge of the goal box. So free kick now to Exeter. So yeah, thanks for that, Billy, top man. Joey, how's it going, mate? Joey saying, hi, Gaz, mate. How are you doing? I'm good, thanks, Joey. Just watching this game. Just thought I'd see. I picked this game today because I want to see what reaction we get from Bolton after the cup final. Obviously, I'm curious to see whether we pick up where we left off with the cup final or whether the players are distracted with the recent success. Hopefully, they're not, but I was really really torn last night which game to pick for the 3 o'clock kickoff. But I decided why not see how Bolton react to winning the cup at the weekend and see if we can keep the positive momentum going. So, yeah, I'm good. Thanks, Joey. How are you, mate? You're looking forward to Premier League action this weekend? Loads of football on today, mate, but just no Premier League games. So, yeah. Good to see you, Joey. Always a pleasure, mate. And Billy's saying, hi, Joey. Nice one, Billy. Top stuff, mate. Top stuff. And Joey also returning that same consideration. Nice one, Joey. Appreciated. Always appreciate you guys being positive in the chat. So thank you very much. Oh, sugar, I forgot. Let me quickly share on the screen with you guys the team news. I forgot about that. That's what comes of rushing to get on the stream before the game. So, yeah. So, we've got a throw in on this near side for Exeter, close to the corner flag. Exeter take it and now looking for an angle to get across into the Bolton box. But pressured by Bolton. And Exeter chip it forward. But it ends up going straight to the Bolton goalkeeper, Trafford. So, yeah, thanks for that, Joey and Billy. Also replying there to Joey saying, I'm good, mate. How's things with you? So, nice one, guys. Always appreciate you guys making the effort to welcome each other. Joey saying, yeah, good, thanks, mate. Just busy with it being half term, laugh out loud. Yeah, I bet you got your hands full with the youngsters, mate. But thank you very much for coming getting involved, Joey. Appreciated, mate. I know that you could probably the kids giving you a challenging weekend this weekend. So always appreciate you coming, dropping in, Joey. Billy saying bet the kids are driving you crazy, mate. Well, they might be, but it's only the first day. I don't know. Are the kids just broke up this week, or was it last week that they broke up for Easter? I'm not sure, but I think it varies, doesn't it, which part of the country you're in. But yeah, thanks for that, Billy and Joey. Joey's saying, laugh out loud. Yes, mate. Testing your patience, mate. Testing your patience. Billy's saying, my mum's had enough of me already. She can't wait for school to restart. Well, I bet she's glad you're distracted with the football a bit then, isn't it this weekend, Billy? So we got another throw in on this near side. And we're just waiting for the referee to restart the game. He's actually stopped the game for a player, I think, receiving treatment there. But there's an Exeter player down on the pitch, but no medical staff seem to be going towards him. but the referee's not allowing the game to restart. So Bolton players taking full advantage of that, and so are some of the Exeter players coming over to get a drink, which is understandable. A bit warmer today. The weather's improving, so I imagine that it's quite tiring running about in the warmer temperatures for the players. So the Bolton playing in this blue, sky blue. Well, it's not sky blue, but slightly dark blue, but not quite dark blue in between kit. And I quite like it, but I don't like the sponsorship on it. I'm not a big fan of some of these. I always love Bolton colours and Bolton's kits, but I don't. I think the club get bad sponsors sometimes, and it ruins the shirt. I want to hear from you guys. Do you feel that about your clubs? Do you feel that your club sometimes gets bad sponsors, and the logo that the sponsorship adds on the shirt does it? Do you think it spoils the appeal of the shirt? Because I certainly do with Bolton. There was no way. I couldn't believe how many fans went out and bought the Bolton shirt when the Home and Bargain sponsored the club. There's no way I would have bought that shirt. Well, I might have bought it if it was sold in the sale, but I don't think I would have worn it very often. Who wants to wear a football shirt with Home and Bargain plastered right across the front of it? So yeah. Let me know, guys. What shirt as do your club shirts with sponsors that you don't like and you think it spoils the look of the shirt? Billy is saying, correcting a mistake there. No worries, Billy. No worries. Joey's saying, laugh out loud, Billy. Well, at least there's plenty of football over the next few days. A bit of peace for your mum, laugh out loud. Absolutely, yeah, Joey. I'm sure that's the way she'll be looking at it. And see, Billy, quick to reply. Yes, Joey. Nice one, guys. A nice one. And Joey say, completely agree with that, Gaz. They should just do a small logo on the arm. I agree, Joey. To be fair, I've no problem with some sponsors because, as you know, like for example, I think that the Bolton shirts that have Reebok across the front, they always look okay because Reebok's a sports brand, so it looks right, doesn't it? But you know, when they're coming out with some of these high street shops sponsoring the club, I mean, look at the sponsorship at the minute for Bolton. What is it? We buy or something to do with cars or something. I can't remember the exact logo, but it's plastered right across the front of the shirt. Even this one I'm wearing now, Spin and Win. What kind of sponsorship is that? Why don't clubs stick with sports brands? Because I think that it looks better when football shirts have got sport brand names on it, like like Nike and Reebok and Adidas, stuff like that. Because it's actually to do with sports, isn't it? Do you get what I mean? But when you're seeing clubs with some of these crazy companies that are sponsored, it spoils the shirt. It really does. And there was no way I was going to buy that Bolton shirt. I can't remember, was it last season or the season before when they had the Home and Bargain on it? It looked absolutely ridiculous. It really did look ridiculous. And I couldn't believe how many Bolton fans went out and bought it. And I didn't buy it out of protest that it was just a ridiculous sponsorship. So I don't know. Let me know, guys. Have you guys ever not bought a club shirt simply because you don't like the sponsorship on the shirt and you think it spoils it? But yeah, Joey's saying, completely agree with that, Gaz. They should do a small logo on the arm. Yeah, you're right. But I think more clubs are actually going with that, aren't they, Joey? They're actually going for the sponsorship on the front of the shirt now, and they're now adding. Well, I know it's happening in the Premier League. They're now actually adding an extra sponsor on the arm. So you guys are fans of Premier League clubs. Soon your shirts are going to just turn into one big billboard if we're not careful. You're going to be walking down the street and people will be looking at you strange, and you'll be thinking what they're looking at, but they'll be looking at all the adverts on your shirt. So yeah, thanks for that, Joey. I agree, mate. It would be better if either clubs stuck to sports sponsorships or, like you say, downscaled the sponsorships that don't suit the shirt. But unfortunately, big companies, that's why they're paying out their money to clubs to sponsor the shirt, because they want their brand plastered right across the front of it, don't they? So yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Billy's saying yes, sometimes the sponsors are just too big. Yep, absolutely, well said, Billy. It's just, they just don't look right. Some sponsors, some look classy, don't they? You know, if you look at some of the older shirts, particularly I think of Liverpool and Chelsea. Chelsea used to have was it I think was it oh, it was like a tech company. What was it now? Well, I know that obviously before they banned beer, I think Liverpool had Carling for quite a few years, didn't they? And that didn't look too bad. Um, I'm trying to think, was it? Am I thinking of the Arsenal shirt? Was it JCM or something stupid like that? I remember one of the shirts, one of the Premier League shirts with J something or other. It was like, you know, like technology company like Sony or bloody companies like that. I can't remember what it was called, but was it Arsenal? I might be getting confused with Arsenal. It's there. It's in my mind. I just can't think of it. But I know Chelsea had a similar, a long-term sponsor for the club, didn't they? At one point before the changes in sponsorship, where the I think, was it the government or the Premier League made it illegal for alcohol companies to sponsor the shirt, but yeah, it's still allowed it in Scotland. So work that one out, guys. You can't have it in England. You're not allowed to have alcohol sponsorships on the shirt in England, but you're allowed it in Scotland. It's no wonder the country feels divided, is it? So thanks for that, Billy. Joey's saying, I suppose for lower league clubs, it's hard to get the bigger, better sponsors. Yep, that is true, Joey. Yep, that is very true, mate. Even a club like Bolton, that, you know, I'm not saying we're a huge club or anything like that, but they are an attractive club for sponsorship. But over the years, when they dropped down into the out of the Premier League and into the lower leagues, some of the sponsors have been absolutely shocking, mate. Absolutely shocking. So yeah, you are right, mate. You are absolutely spot on. But like you say, because it's harder for the lower league clubs to make money, they're forced to bow down to these sponsorship companies, no matter how ridiculous it looks, just to try and generate the extra income, aren't they, mate? So you are absolutely spot on with that, Joey. So not much to report at the minute, guys, in this game. We're just coming up to 25 minutes in, and Bolton just knocking the ball about at the moment in their own area. They've tried to get forward a few times in the last 5-10 minutes, but not really much in the way of creating chances. And Exeter have been even worse. They've just been struggling to get any kind of possession, never mind getting forward and creating opportunities on goal. So maybe that's a sign of the way the game's going to go. But let's hope there is going to be some goals in this one. And let's hope one of them comes soon to spark some life into this game. So while we're waiting for Bolton to get their finger out the backside and get the game going, let's quickly have a look at the other results around the ground as Bolton knocked the ball down this far side of the pitch, and it's gone out for a throw into Exeter. I can tell you guys, 36% possession for Exeter, 64% possession for Bolton. So that kind of gives you an indication of how this game's going at the minute. So let's quickly go around the grounds and see what the other scores are, guys. Earlier kickoffs, dinner time kickoffs was finished Millwall v Luton 0-0. Rotherham beat West Brom 3-1. That is a big surprise there. Rotherham beating West Brom 3-1. And the 3 o'clock kickoffs in the Championship so far, guys. Blackburn 0, Norwich City 1, Blackpool 0, Cardiff City 1, Queen's Park Rangers 0, Preston 0, Reading 1, Birmingham City 1, and Bolton have just scored. So I'll break off from that and come back to the results in a minute, guys, as Bolton have just scored. And I think it's Bradley that scored. Yeah, it was a straight ball down the centre of the park, and Conor Bradley latched onto it as he got in behind the Exeter defence and just slotted it straight past the goalkeeper. So Bolton 1-0 up, and Conor Bradley picking up where he left off in the cup final with a really good, as he played really good in the cup final. So let me quickly go back to these results before this game gets restarted. I can tell you guys that the Exeter players are having a meeting in the middle of the pitch, arguing with each other. So clearly they're not happy about conceding that goal. You don't see that very often. The players of their own team coming together and actually having an argument after conceding a goal. So that's a bit unusual. So quickly, guys, as I was saying, Reading 1-1 with Birmingham City. Sheffield United 1-0 up against Wigan. So Wigan struggling at the moment, but hopefully they can pull one back because they need the points. But Sheffield also needing the points with the charge on getting promotion. Stoke City 0-0 with Bristol City. Swansea City 0-0 with Coventry City. Watford 1-0 up against Huddersfield. Sunderland v Hull and Middlesbrough v Burnley are later kickoffs. In League One, it's currently Accrington Stanley 1, Port Vale 0, Bristol Rovers 0, Charlton Athletic 0, Burton Albion 0, Barnsley 0, Cambridge United 1, Fleetwood Town 0, Exeter City 0, Bolton 1, Forest Green 0, Derby County 1, Ipswich 0, Wycombe Wanderers 0, Lincoln City 0, Cheltenham Town 0, Milton Keynes Dons 0, Portsmouth 1, Morecambe 1, Plymouth Argyle 0, Oxford United 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Shrewsbury Town 0, Peterborough United 1. In League 2, Carlisle United 1, Tranmere Rovers 0, Crawley Town 0, Bradford City 0, Crewe Alexander 1, Barrow 0, Gillingham 0, Doncaster 0, Grimsby Town 0, Hartlepool 1, Harrogate Town 0, Wimbledon 1, Newport County 0, Northampton Town 0, Rochdale 1-0 behind to Walsall, Salford City 1-0 down to Leyton Orient, Stevenage 1-0 down to Colchester, Sutton United 0-0 with Stockport County, and Swindon Town 1, Mansfield Town 2. So Mansfield winning that one at the moment 2-0. 2-1. And that's all the games in the EFL, guys. Later this evening, there is kickoff in the Scottish Championship, which is a 7:45 kickoff, and that is Partick Thistle vs Queen's Park. So that brings you guys bang up to date with all the games around the EFL. So Bolton now with a throw in on the far side. So quickly go. Joey's saying, go on, Bolton. Thank you very much for that, Joey. Hopefully, Bolton will get a positive result at the end of this and give themselves a real chance for them potentially getting promoted at the end of the season. But Exeter just won the ball back. They tried to clear the ball up the field, and eventually it's knocked out for a throw-in. Roughly about midway inside the Exeter half, slightly towards the halfway line. I had to think about that one then, guys. Sorry, brain not functioning very well today. So the Bolton fans in full voice away at Exeter at the moment as Bolton now win back possession and try to come down that near side, down that far side, and it's eventually cleared up the field by Exeter, but Bolton managed to win it back and knock it forward before it's intercepted by Exeter. Exeter clear it back up the field, and Bolton nod it back where it come from. And now Bolton trying to work down that far side of the pitch, but again Exeter cutting it out as they knock it back up towards the halfway line, and it's intercepted again by Bolton. Come on, Bolton, switch to this other side. You're getting no joy down that side. Switch to the near side. As Bolton eventually pass it all the way back to the goalkeeper. What is that all about? Commentator just saying they don't like to see goalkeepers with short sleeve shirts because it makes them nervous. Have you ever heard that, guys? That's what the commentator just said on the channel that I'm watching. Don't like to see goalkeepers wearing short sleeved shirts because it makes him nervous. In what way can it make you nervous? I don't understand that one. Let me know, guys, if you've ever heard that one before, because that's a new one to me. Billy is saying, I'm going now, guys. Gonna make myself some food. Hope you all have a great day. Come on, Bolton. Thank you very much for that, Billy. Appreciate the positivity, mate. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Maybe catch you later on the later stream if you're not too busy. But if not, take care, mate. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, and look forward to seeing you again on future streams, Billy. Thank you very much for that, mate. Joey's saying, you too, Billy. Nice one, Joey. Really appreciate the positivity, mate. Always appreciated. And as you show all the time, Joey, you are a top class guy, mate. So thank you very much for that. Joey's saying, nervous about what? Well, that's confused me. Laugh out. I know, Joey. I know, isn't that a strange one? That's what the commentator just said. I don't like seeing goalkeepers wearing short sleeve shirts because it makes me nervous. In what way does it make you nervous? It's not like a long sleeve shirt's going to stop you getting an injury, is it, as a goalkeeper? So I don't understand that one myself, Billy. But sorry, Joey. Sorry, my apologies, mate. I don't understand that. That's why I thought I'd repeat it to you guys to see if you guys have ever heard it yourself. And Joey equally confused, just like me, about that one, because it is a strange one, isn't it? I've been watching football for years, mate, but I have never ever heard any commentator, ex-player, pundit, anybody make that kind of statement before. So that's a new one for me, Joey. You know what they say, mate? You learn something new every day, but I'm not sure. Oh, Exeter have scored. Exeter have equalised. So corner came in there, and it was literally knocked into the back of the net as it came in at the near post. And the referees disallowed it. The referees disallowed it. And all the Bolton players put their hand up as that ball went in the back of the net. So I don't know whether there's claims for a handball there. But yeah, the goal disallowed. So all I can think was the handball in the box. The Bolton players did react quickly, putting their hands up in the box like they'd seen something wrong. And the referee very quickly ruled out the goal. So it's still 1-0 to Bolton. 36 minutes gone. And we've now got a free kick for Bolton. The referee's confusing us here. Even the commentators are confused with what the referee is stopped the game for here. But it's resulted, whatever it is, it's some sort of foul, and it's resulted in a free kick for Bolton. So Trafford with a long ball up the field as it's knocked back where it came from by Exeter. Now Bolton intercept it on the halfway line and knock it forward. Now Bolton midway inside the Exeter half as they knock it out to that far side and now look to come down that far side to try and get an angle for a cross, but Exeter have intercepted it. And now Exeter coming charging up the field at pace as they run towards the Bolton box and now into the box on that far side, but forced to pass backwards as Bolton managed to just about get players behind the ball there to see off the initial danger, but Exeter still in possession as they knock the ball about on that far side, looking to try and probe the Bolton defence for any weaknesses. But now we've got a stoppage for a foul, and that'll be a free kick to Exeter. So Exeter now with the ball into the box. Cross comes in and it's knocked away. Bolton managed to clear it up towards the halfway line. But Exeter don't win it. And now Bolton were charging forward into the box as they intercept that. And I think it was Charles getting on the end of that then, but just a little bit too much pace on the ball. And the Exeter goalkeeper come out and gathered it quite well. So Exeter now build from the back as they come forward and under pressure from Bolton, they're forced to pass back to the goalkeeper. And now Exeter with the ball down that far side as Bolton cut it out. And now Bolton charging forward. Well, Exeter managed to force Bolton to pass backwards, defending well on that far side. And now Bolton just knocking it about at the moment on the halfway line, just inside the Exeter half, as they switch the possession out to this near side. But it's challenged by Exeter as it's intercepted by the Bolton player on this near side. And Bolton eventually win it back. And now coming to the Exeter half before losing it again. This game's really scrappy, guys. Really scrappy. Neither team really. Even Bolton getting spells of possession, but most of the possession they're getting comfortable is along the back line in the defensive areas. As soon as they start to come forward, credit to Exeter, they're closing the spaces quite well and not allowing Bolton to just freely come forward at will. Bolton really having to work for any space they create as they come forward. So now we've got a foul inside the Bolton half. So that will be a free kick to Exeter as they take it quickly. And now knock the ball forward, but running into traffic as Bolton defend well there and Exeter forced to come back, but still trying to work the ball forward as they pass it out to that far side now, looking to get across. Cross comes in and it's headed on towards goal, and it's the goalkeeper Trafford manages to knock that on the top of the bar and it just ricochets off the top of the crossbar as it deflects away, and eventually I think Exeter, that happened so quick, I think Exeter got a second attempt at that. Yep. James Trafford initially saved the first shot as it was headed towards goal, and he saved the ball ricocheted off the crossbar as he saved it, and an Exeter player following up from that just clattered into the goalkeeper, James Trafford, and the referee has awarded a free kick to Bolton for a foul on the goalkeeper. So long ball up the field, and it's knocked long down this near side, and Exeter just seeing it out there as it goes behind for a goal kick to Exeter. Well, not to worry, Joe. I think the weather's affecting views at the minute, and now the sunshine started to come out. Bolton now with a shot on goal as Exeter with some sloppy possession there at the back. Bolton won it back quickly on the edge of the Exeter goal and managed to get a shot off, but it was well saved by the goalkeeper. And eventually, Exeter clear the ball up the field and it goes out for a throw in on this near side. But yes, Exeter really living dangerously there, slow to play the ball out from the back, and Bolton attacking, or should I say, defending well from the front, quickly converted defending into attack by winning the ball back and getting a quick shot off as Exeter lost it in a dangerous area. Now Bolton coming again as they play the ball on the edge of the Exeter box, just knocking it about, looking for the opportunity, but forced to come back under pressure from Exeter. And now forced all the way back into their own half. Some good defending there from Exeter as they close the space and forced Bolton to pass all the way back to the goalkeeper after being on the edge of the box. But now Bolton come forward again now as they try to work the ball down that far side of the pitch. And Bolton now just knocking it about inside their own half. And they play it back out to that far side. But 43 minutes gone, guys, so only 2 minutes to half time plus stoppage time. And Bolton just content at the moment to keep the possession. So let's quickly go back to the chat. Joey's saying, do you think you will get promoted, mate? I think we could get promoted. I would. I'll be honest, Joey. I'm not a big fan of getting promoted through the playoffs in League One. Simply because I don't mean any disrespect to any other clubs in League One. But personally, I like to think of myself as my club as being a decent club, pretty strong, competitive club. Probably underachieving at the minute because of what happened a few years ago with our ownership. We're just getting back to somewhere what we expect as Bolton fans. And no offence to every other club in League One, but I think that Bolton should be targeting winning this league, not just settling for playoff positions. We're big enough and daft enough club that we should be able to challenge to win League One rather than actually just hoping to get promoted through the playoffs. Now, if it was the Championship, I'd say different because obviously the Championship's got a lot more bigger clubs in it, a lot more competitive. I say that even though League One is very competitive, so I don't mean no disrespect to League One. It's just as competitive, but you know what I mean. You go up into the Championship, it goes up another level, and in the Championship, a lot more, clubs that are of equal size, if not bigger, to Bolton. So for me, if we're going to want to win a league, I think we should be targeting winning League One rather than actually just settling for playoffs. But yeah, I think Bolton can go up. A lot of Bolton fans have been talking about the playoffs. To be honest, me personally, I would rather see Bolton just go for it and win the league. If we don't get promoted this season, I won't be too bothered. I would just look to it as right. Well, this is an opportunity for Bolton to get their act together and really go for it next season. Really try to win the league. Because no offense, but look at the clubs that are competing at the top of the league at the minute to win it. Sheffield Wednesday and Plymouth Argyle. No offense to those clubs, but I would say Bolton are equal size and stature to those clubs. So why should we not become challenging to win the title as well? So that's my opinion. But yes, we could get promoted, Joey. I would just rather it be through winning the league than playoff positions. Championship's different, as you know. Championship's a lot more competitive because you're playing to get promoted to the Premier League, so it comes with a whole different level of intensity. But surely League One should be something that Bolton should be targeting to win it, not just settle for a playoff place. But that's my thoughts on it, mate. Just believe in being honest, as you know, Joey. Joey's saying, yeah, defo, whether Weather really nice, and with it being half term, you might get more views later on. Yeah, I think we might do better with the views in the evening, but in the daytime when the sun's booming like this, as it is at the minute, I think the views will be a bit quieter. But not to worry, we take the good with the bad. You know, we're having some streams that come in with really good views, some streams that are a bit quieter. The way I see it, the more I get on the channel, the more chance we've got of finding new fans to attract to the fan den community. So I just got to keep sticking it out and put up with the quieter streams. But hopefully, in the future, we'll build that fan den community that big and to a decent size to the point where we'll always at least have a regular active chat on the channel. For most streams. So yeah, that's the aim, so that you guys can enjoy it when you come in, and it's always active. That's the main thing I'm focused on at the minute, to try and attract more fans, to get the chat more active, more regularly, for you guys. So yeah, thanks for that, Joey. You are absolutely spot on, mate. I think we will have views slightly affected by the sunshine, and I can't blame people for that. To be quite honest, I'd rather be out there enjoying the sunshine after the miserable winter we've had. But I want to keep pushing forward with the Fandom project. So unfortunately, sacrifices have to be made. And one is that you don't always get to enjoy the nice weather when there's work to do. So yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Stevie is saying, hi, Joey. How are you feeling about Sunday? Yeah, big game for you guys on Sunday with Arsenal, the visitors to Anfield. That's going to be a really interesting game. That I'm quite looking forward to that. Can Liverpool do the masterclass on Arsenal at Anfield? Obviously, Anfield is a bit of a bogey stadium for Arsenal. So thanks for that, Stevie. Joey's saying, hi, Stevie, trying not to think about it, laugh out loud. It's going to be tough, but keeping the faith. Absolutely nice one, Joey. I like that. That's quality. You've got to, mate. You've absolutely got to keep the faith as much as possible. And yeah, can't blame you there, mate. Like you say, you got to keep the faith and get behind your team as much as possible. Hopefully, you guys will put in a much better performance at home than you have in the last two away games. Will Bertham, how's it going, mate? Welcome to the show. Will Bertham saying, on my way back from Rotherham, worst performance of the season. Okay, thank you very much for that, Will Bertham. Will Bertham being a big West Bromwich Albion fan. And obviously, West Brom lost today away at Rotherham in the dinner time kickoff. Finished Rotherham United 3, West Brom 1. And clearly, Will Bertham not happy with that performance. I've got to be honest with you, Will. I'm quite surprised with some of West Brom's performances this season. You guys have got the foundation of a decent team there, but unfortunately, it's just unpredictable when your team's going to turn up. Sometimes they turn up, put in a really great performance, and then the next week they don't turn up and put in a really poor performance. So I don't know if you're still there, Will. Let me know if you've got any thoughts on why that is happening to West Brom. Why you guys having a bit of that yo-yo effect with your results? Let me know if you're still there, mate. Would love to hear from you. Thanks for that, Will Bertham. Appreciate you letting us know, mate. Joey is saying, I'm just stuck in the leisure centre while kids swimming, laugh out loud. Right, Joey, you're not having a swim, mate. You're not having a swim. You're not having a swim. You can't beat having a good swim. I've not been swimming for ages, and I really do like swimming. I'm a really strong swimmer, but yeah, you're not having a swim, Joey. Go and get wet. Go and do some cannonballs in the pool. I don't know if you guys remember that. I don't know if you're still allowed to do that. No, in my look, probably I'm out of touch. Maybe a health and safety stopped that. But when we were kids, we used to do cannonballs on the adults. If you're wondering what a cannonball is, it's where you you run and jump into the pool, and as you jump into the pool, you curl yourself up into a ball, so it makes the biggest splash that you can make, and drenches the adults. So yeah, let me know if you guys have heard of the cannonball. So thanks for that, Joey. I'm presuming that you're not swimming then, mate. I'm presuming that maybe you sat watching in the spectators viewing point with a cup of coffee in your hand or something, mate. So thanks for that, Joey. Millsard saying halftime Wigan 1-0 down to Sheffield. Yes, we've been keeping up with it, Millsard. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, 1-0 down. You still could turn it, pull it back round, mate. If you keep it tight, keep the scoreline to a minimum. It's only 1-0. Then maybe you guys could do a smash and grab nearer to the end of the game. So fingers crossed, Millsard. 1-0 is nothing. Always could turn that around, and hopefully you guys do manage to get something out of that game. So keep the faith, mate. Still a whole second half of football to come. And hopefully you guys manage to get something out of that. Thank you very much, Millsard. Appreciated you coming, dropping in again, mate, and letting us know what is going on with that game. Joey saying, hi, Millsard. Yeah, I've seen, mate. Yeah, but come on, to be fair, guys, 1-0, more than capable for Wigan to turn that around. As long as you keep the scoreline tight, always gives you that fighter's chance. So thanks for that, Joey. Joey's saying, normally I would swim, but it's a kids' party thing. Ah, right, I'm with you. Fair enough, no worries. Yep, that's totally understandable then, mate. Yep, hopefully your kids have a good time. I take it your little girl is all better and well now then, mate, because obviously last week she was full of a cold or a virus or something or a flu. So I'm taking it she's fully recovered now, mate. So that's awesome. That's good news. But yeah, just put your feet up then, Joey, and have a coffee and enjoy the football results coming in. I suppose it'd be nicer if there was some Premier League action for you today, mate, but unfortunately not, with it being a bank holiday Monday. Sorry, bank holiday. It's a Friday, isn't it? Good Friday, isn't it? Bank holiday. What am I on about bank holiday? It's because it's been a mad week. So yeah, but thanks for that. Thanks for that, Joey. So quickly, guys, while it's half time, let's quickly run around the grounds. I'm not going to, obviously, the dinner time kickoffs was finished in the championship. Millwall 0-0 with Luton. Rotherham United 3-1 win against West Brom, as I just said. The 3 o'clock kickoffs currently half time. Blackburn 1-0 down to Norwich. Blackpool 3-0 down to Cardiff City. So Cardiff City winning 3-0 at the minute against Blackpool. Queen's Park Rangers still 0-0 with Preston. So let's hope Preston can get something out of that. I'm sure that Ethan will be watching that game intently. Reading currently 1-1 with Birmingham City. Sheffield 1-0 up against Wigan, as Millsard just informed us. Stoke City 1-0 up against Bristol City. Swansea City 0-0 with Coventry City, and Watford 1-1 with Huddersfield. In League One, Accrington Stanley 2-0 up against Port Vale. Bristol Rovers 0-0 with Charlton. Burton Albion 0-0 with Barnsley. Cambridge United 1-0 up against Fleetwood. Exeter City 1-0 down to Bolton. Forest Green Rovers 1-0 down to Derby County. Ipswich 2-0 up against Wycombe Wanderers. Lincoln City 1, Cheltenham Town 0. Milton Keynes Dons 0. Portsmouth 1. Morecambe 1. Plymouth Argyle 0. Oxford United 0. Sheffield Wednesday 1. Shrewsbury Town 0. Peterborough United 1. In League 2, Carlisle United 2. Tranmere Rovers 0. Crawley Town 0. Bradford City 0. Crewe Alexandra 2. Barrow 0. Gillingham 1. Doncaster 0. Grimsby Town 0. Hartlepool United 1. Harrogate Town 0. Wimbledon 1. Newport County 1. Northampton Town 0. Rochdale 2. Walsall 1. Salford City nil, Leighton Orient 2, Stevenage nil, Colchester United 1, Sutton United 0-0 with Stockport, and Swindon Town are 3-1 down at home to Mansfield. So that brings you guys bang up to date with the games around the grounds. Let me just quickly give you guys just going to try and bring some stats for you guys for this game. Oh, come on. So just bear with me a second, guys. I'm just going to give you guys a quick understanding of how this game's going at the minute with some stats. So here we are, halftime stats for Exeter v Bolton. Shots on target. And this does not surprise me, actually, because a lot of huffing and puffing, but not an actual lot of creativity on goal for both teams. But this is how it reads, guys. Shots, 3 for Exeter, 2 for Bolton. Shots on target, 0 for Exeter, 2 for Bolton. Possession, 37% for Exeter, 63% for Bolton. Pass accuracy, 75% for Exeter, 83% for Bolton. Fouls committed, 5 for Exeter, Bolton 8. So 8 fouls committed by Bolton, 5 for Exeter. No yellow cards, no red cards. Only 1 offside for Exeter. And we've had 2 corners for Exeter and 1 for Bolton. So there you go, guys. That brings you bang up to date with the results around the grounds and the rough stats review of this game that we are watching along to. So, yeah. Joey's saying, yes, she's all good. Thanks, mate. Awesome. That's great news. Thank you very much for letting us know that, Joey. Very pleased to hear that, mate. And that's awesome. So hopefully she's enjoying the birthday party. And that's exactly what youngsters should be doing, living life to the max. So absolutely great to hear that. Joey, thank you very much, mate. And I bet that's a relief for you as well, because there's nothing wrong, nothing worse for adults than youngsters that are not well, because they don't deal with it as well as much. Mind you, I don't know. I suppose some adults don't always deal with being ill very well. Oh, come on. Um, just bear with me a second, guys. Sorry, guys, just one sec. Sorry about that, guys. My earphones just died, so I just quickly needed to stick them on charge so that they'll hopefully be recharged for the game later on. But yeah, I didn't. They catch you out sometimes. Most of the time, I managed to get them charged just right. But yeah, they caught me out a bit there, not being charged ready. Please don't worry about it. Save it for the next game because they've only got 1 game in them. So save it for the next game. I'll just manage without it. So Bolton have got a throw in now as we restart the game, guys. 40, I'm sorry, just restarted the game now, and Bolton take that throw in, knock it up the field, but Exeter challenge, and just difficult to tell. But Exeter come out in this first few seconds looking like little bit more motivated, but I might be just misjudging it. But some of the players just showing a bit more energy in their um, desire to get the ball back. We're only a minute in though into the second half, so we'll see if that was just me misjudging it as Exeter take the throw in now, long ball into the box, but Exeter try heading it on, but eventually it's knocked out to the edge of the box. Now Exeter come again as they work the ball out to that far side. And Bolton challenging for it to defend from the front. So, sorry, guys, that's gone off again, hasn't it? Come on. So Exeter now with a shot, but no chance that was going in towards the near post, and a good save in the end from James Trafford. Although I don't think it had actually gone in. I think it had ricocheted off the post, that one, from that tighter angle. Yeah, I think it was actually going out actually. Um, but the goalkeeper didn't know that, so he made the save just to be sure. So we've got a corner now for Exeter on this near side of the pitch. Corner comes in, it's deep, headed back towards where it came from, and it's gone out for a throw in, this time to Bolton. So Bolton with a chance to relieve the pressure at the back. As I think this is just about, I don't know, about 3 yards, 4 yards from the corner flag. So yeah, Matthew Bishenden, how are you? He's saying, how are you doing, Gaz? I'm good, thank you, Matthew. How is things with you? Hope you're doing okay. A big game for you guys this weekend. And obviously, Matthew being a big Inverness, Cali Thistle fan. But I know I was reading a little bit about the Scottish Championship earlier today, and I know that you guys got big game this weekend. Lots going on in the football world, but great opportunity for Inverness to get promoted again this season if you guys can keep that momentum going. How's the recovery going with the injuries, Matthew? If you're still there, mate, let me know. I know last time we spoke, you guys had a major injury crisis going on throughout your squad. Has that been remedied now? Is the recover some of the players recovered now? Or have you got a bit more of a balanced squad fit? Let me know, Matthew, if you're still there. So we've got a corner on the far side for Exeter, guys. Corner comes in towards the near post, and we've got a Bolton player gone down here, injured as the ball was came in there, and didn't actually see if there was a collision. But one of the Bolton players there gone down with a knock to the head. So hopefully that's not too serious. But yeah, thank you very much for that, Matthew. Good to see you, mate. And yes, I'm good. Thank you very much for asking. Like I say, if you're still there, let me know what's going on with the injury crisis that you guys had a while back. Is that over now? Um, so we got a free kick. The player's back on his feet, and he looks to be okay. So we got a free kick now for Bolton as Trafford kicks the ball out to this near side of the pitch, and it goes out for a throw in. Exeter take it quickly, working the ball down this near side, and Bolton challenge to knock it out again for a throw in. And now Exeter take the throw in quickly, close to the corner flag, as they try to play it forward to work a cross angle, but it's cut out by Bolton, but only cut out, and then Exeter eventually win it back. But Exeter keeping the pressure on down this near side since the restart of the game. Um, Bolton struggling to get out of their own half at the moment. We're only 5 minutes into this second half, but it's been all Exeter so far in this first 5 minutes of the second half, coming down this near side, trying to create angles to get crosses into the box. And they also had a corner. So, yep, let's hope Bolton can relieve the pressure as they now take a throw in. Long ball up the field, up towards the halfway line, and intercepted by Exeter as they knock it back towards where it come from, and it goes out again for another throw-in to Bolton, but a bit further up the pitch this time. Right, so I'll just come back to your comment in a minute, Matthew. Just give me a sec, mate. Exeter just intercept that ball and they pass it back to the goalkeeper as Bolton chasing shadows a little bit at the minute in this second half as Exeter. Oh, that's good. Yeah, the referee's given a foul, and rightly so, to be fair. Bolton player there grabbing the Exeter player's arm. No need for that. Come on, come on, lads. Keep it professional. So Exeter with a long ball down the field, and it's eventually knocked out on this near side, and that will be a throw into Exeter. Let's go back to the comments. Matthew is saying, things going all right, guys, mate. Kelly injury crisis gotten better. We've only got about 5 out now. Great run of form on so hopefully carry on and finish in those playoffs. Also, Scottish Cup semi-final. Yeah, Scottish Cup semi-final. I remember that. Yeah, you guys, fantastic achievement for you guys to get to the semi-final of that competition. So yeah, absolutely. Hopefully that'll be a fantastic day out for you guys, and hopefully you can get progress to the final. That would be awesome. But obviously it's going to be a difficult ask. But you're all in one-off games. Anything is possible. Anything is possible in a one-off game. But yeah, but good to hear that you guys are getting back to some sort of balanced squad again. What's happening with the playoffs? Obviously, I know you guys can make the playoffs, but I thought you guys were. I've not looked at the Scottish Championship for a bit, so let me just have a quick look. But I thought you guys could still make the automatic promotion place. But like I say, I've not looked at the. Right now I'm seeing. Yep, I see now. So yeah, you guys could still make the playoffs. But clearly that list of injuries that must have impacted some of your season because you was a bit further up the league last time I looked. So I'm presuming them injuries have took effect. Unfortunately, but yeah, if you guys are getting players back now, and obviously with a positivity of the cup run that you've had, yeah, absolutely, more than capable. So it's basically 6 points between you and Partick Thistle. So yeah, must-win game that tomorrow for you guys then, Matthew, to close the gap on Partick Thistle, and like you say, hopefully you guys can get a win out of that and push up the league a bit. Well, obviously, it won't change your position, but at least close the points gap on Partick Thistle. But yeah, good to hear that you guys have got some of the players back from the injury crisis. I think if you guys are wondering why I'm talking to Matthew about this, because obviously, as you know, we talk about all clubs on this channel. We don't just stick to the game. You guys are welcome to talk about your own clubs as well. But earlier in the season, about midway through the season, Inverness had a major crisis of injuries. They had something like, I think it was about 8 players out injured, which is like, for a Scottish Championship club, that is, a massive loss of players when you're trying to challenge for promotion. So, yeah, that's why I just asking Matthew about that, and obviously he's been good enough to explain the details. So, yep, just thought I'd explain that to you guys that were wondering why I'm talking to Matthew about that. So, yep, like I say, for any club, 8 players or whatever, I think it was around 8 players. Don't quote me; it was something around that. Matthew would know better than me, but I'm sure it was something around 8 players out all at one time. And for any club, that would be crazy. That would be absolutely crazy. But for, like I say, for a Scottish Championship club, that is a lot of players out, because you have to bear in mind that Scottish Championships clubs don't have a massive financial budget. So they have you know, a more you know, a smaller squad to some other clubs. So yeah. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Matthew. Appreciate the update, mate. And yeah, fingers crossed for you guys getting a positive result on Saturday. Hopefully it goes well and you guys can get a win and close the gap on those promotion places. Joey's saying, gosh, that's a lot of injuries at one time. I know it is. It's crazy, Joey, isn't it? It's absolute crazy. Especially for you know, for a club like I say up in Scottish Championship, the budget there for the financial budget for those clubs is so slim that they just can't afford to go out and do emergency business like clubs in England, for example, because they just don't have that money. They just don't have that money to do that. So if they get major injury crisis, they've just got to try and manage with whatever players that they've got available. So yeah, absolutely well said, Joey. That's a crazy amount of injuries for any team to deal with. So we've got corner coming in from Exeter, but excuse me, guys. But the corner comes in and it goes straight towards James Trafford, who saves it at the and gathers the ball near the back post and knocks the ball up the field. Exeter now with a free kick as the referee has awarded a free kick on this near side, midway inside their own half, a coming together of players. And Exeter knocked the ball out to that far side as they play the ball up the field down that far side. And now on the edge of the Bolton box, just probing as a deep cross comes in towards the back post and it's headed away there by the Bolton defender. But Exeter pick it up again on the edge of the box and an attempted cross takes a deflection off the Bolton player and goes out for another throw-in, this time on this near side for Exeter. So Exeter with the throw-in, I think it's about 4 yards from the corner flag, maybe 5 yards, something like that. And we're going to get a long throw in here, guys, I think. Throwing comes in and it's towards the near post, but knocked away. But Exeter pick it up again on the edge of the box as they attempt to cross, but the cross is defended well by Bolton, and eventually the ball is knocked up the pitch. But Exeter still with the momentum and still with the possession. Bolton really struggling at the moment in the second half to get any kind of possession, never mind getting opportunities on goal. They're just not winning the possession and keeping control of it. But you'd think that Exeter will eventually run out of steam with this pressure that they're keeping on Bolton. Now Exeter play the ball down this near side. As they now cut the ball into the centre of the park, come forward as onto the edge of the box. And now cross comes in. It's deep towards the back post, and James Trafford gathers that quite comfortably. And now Bolton will have a chance to relieve the pressure on their defence as they come forward now. But as they do come forward, they quickly lose it. But foul from the challenge there from the Exeter player, and the referee has awarded a free kick to Bolton just inside the Exeter half of the field. And Bolton take it short. And we'll probably just look to keep some possession now to relieve the pressure after I think Exeter kept Bolton under pressure there for the best part of 15 minutes. Kept us hemmed in our own goal box or our own half of the pitch. And like I say, Bolton now with the chance to relieve the pressure as they knock the ball out to this near side and look to come forward. But again, Exeter challenge, and now Exeter have won it back. as they quickly move forward now, coming down that far side. Keep your comments coming, guys, and we'll come back to the comments in a second. Exeter now on the edge of the Bolton box, but luckily Bolton have managed to win it back now as they try to clear the ball up the field, and they do, but it goes out on that far side, and that will be a throw into Exeter midway inside the Bolton half of the pitch. Matthew is saying, nah. Matthew saying, nah, we have just fallen so far below those playoffs because as you said, the injury crisis had a huge effect, but the playoffs as much, but the playoffs as more than doubled. Oh right, sorry, doable. Uh, I'm reading that wrong then. Sorry, Matthew. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, absolutely. Of course, it's doable. You guys came so close to getting promoted last season, and as you know, I thought the way you guys got, the way that the Scottish football structure is structured is just wrong in the respect of the playoff places. Because I think that the teams that get into those playoffs should be guaranteed one of them go up. There shouldn't be this where a second chance is given to the team that's dropping down. I don't agree with that. But yeah, you guys got great experience from last season, Matthew. So hopefully that can help you guys. If you can make them playoff spots, you just got to keep scraping results, keep picking up the points. Hopefully you will get into those playoff spots before the end of the season. And like I say, then hopefully that experience that you guys picked up from last season, being involved in the playoffs, can help you this time. Hopefully get it done and get promoted. And what an achievement that would be. It'd be fantastic to see Inverness get promoted up into the Scottish Premiership. And I really genuinely mean that, mate. It'd be definitely great to see. Because I think the furthest club that's north in the Scottish Premiership is Aberdeen. So obviously Inverness is slightly a little bit further north than Aberdeen. Only very slightly, but still further north. And that would be awesome to see another, club from the north of Scotland involved in the Scottish Premiership. And I think that gives better balance to the league if there's, a good variety of clubs from across Scotland involved in it. So yeah, like you say, tough task, Matthew. But you guys are more than capable. You just, like you say, just need to not pick up any more injuries and hopefully keep the momentum going. And as I've just seen from you guys, you've been doing okay. Only one defeat in the last five, one draw, and 3 wins. So that's good. That's good momentum. That's positive momentum, and hopefully you guys can keep that going. So now, guys, we've got a corner for Bolton on this near side. Corner comes in. It's deep and it's headed back towards goal, but too high and goes over the bar. So we're now about to have some double. I think it's going to be a double substitution here for Bolton. And it's Kachunga coming off. So maybe the manager feeling a bit, he needs to go a bit more defensive here with taking Kachunga off. There seems to be some confusion here with which players are going off and which aren't, because you've got about 4 or 5 Bolton players coming over thinking it's them that's coming off. So I don't know what's going on there. So Kachunga's come off. I didn't actually see the player that's come on, but I can tell you Charles also coming off, and it's Adebayor coming on for Bolton. But apologies, I didn't see the other player there that was actually coming on. And I think we're also going to see an Exeter change here as well. Keep your comments coming, guys, and we'll come back to the comments in a minute. Just trying to let you guys know what the changes are. Yeah, we're going to have an Exeter change as well. So we're just coming up to 66 minutes, and it's Scott that's coming off, and it's Cox that's coming on for Exeter. So there you go, guys. Double substitution for Bolton and a single substitution for Exeter. And the game is now back underway as Exeter play the ball down this near side towards the edge of the box. Cross comes in and it's deflected away by Bolton and goes out for a throw in right next to the corner flag. So we're going to have a long throw here for Exeter. Sorry, Matthew, I'll come back to your other comment in a sec, mate. We're just going to have a long throw opportunity here. So I don't want to take my eye off the game because that's normally when the goal goes in. So Exeter now with an take the throw in short and then attempted cross, but it's deflected, and that will be another throw in for Exeter, but very close to the corner flag. Throwing comes in and it's towards the near post, headed away by Bolton, and Exeter kick the ball back across the face of goal, and it takes a deflection and almost creeps in on goal, but just goes slightly wide of that far post, and that will be another corner for Exeter, this time on the far side. So, guys, yeah, I will come to the comments in a minute. Just bear with me as Exeter just keeping Bolton under pressure here. As the corner comes in right into the mix of the bodies, and it's headed behind, but Exeter pick it up again on the edge of the box as they now try to keep the pressure on, and another cross comes in and it's deep towards the back post, but goes past everybody and out to that far side. But Exeter just having wave after wave of attack here as another cross comes in and it's deep, but this time it's knocked towards goal, and James Trafford manages to gather the ball and relieve the pressure for Bolton. We've got an Exeter player down in the box as well. Hopefully he's going to be all right as he looks to be trying to crawl back to his feet now. But yep, Exeter really keeping Bolton pressured in for good spells of this second half. So Bolton really needing to get their act together. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Matthew. And Matthew also saying the prospect of this Scottish Cup is huge, though we could have drawn Celtic, Rangers, or Falkirk, but luck of draw gave us Falkirk, who's in League One. So it's brilliant. It was 11 players we had out in January, and I knew it was I knew it was a large amount, mate. I couldn't remember, but 11. Yeah, I thought it was more like 8 or 9, but 11. That's a full team. That's a full team of players out. 11. That is absolute madness. And you guys weren't able to bring in any emergency loans or anything either, were you, to try and give you guys a bit more balance in the team. But yeah, absolutely, Matthew, you are spot on there with what you're saying with Falkirk. You guys, I didn't know you guys had drawn Falkirk, to be honest. I hadn't actually seen the Scottish Cup draw. But yeah, that's like you say, that gives you guys a fantastic opportunity to get to a cup final, and hopefully you do manage to achieve that with a very doable event against Falkirk. But it won't be an easy game, mate. It won't be an easy game because it's a massive game for you guys and a massive achievement. But let's give credit where credit's due, and equally, I'm sure the Falkirk fan community and Falkirk themselves feel exactly the same. That for them, it's a massive achievement to reach that stage of the competition, and like you say, a great opportunity to get into a final. So you guys are going to have to really be focused. And take the threat from Falkirk seriously. But you're both two clubs that know each other really well, so it's going to be a really fantastic and entertaining game, I should imagine. As sorry, guys, just to break off, Exeter just getting into the box there with an opportunity now. Shot comes in, but it's deflected away, and now Bolton try to relieve the pressure as they come up the field now and run into the Exeter half of the pitch, but Exeter managed to see out the danger and pass it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Sorry to break off there, Matthew, but yeah, absolutely, mate. What weekend is it? When exactly is the cup? The Scottish Cup? Is it next weekend? or is it a couple of weeks from now? I'll have to look that up and work it out. I don't look too far ahead with that amount of games that I'm trying to cover. I just normally look 2 or 3 days ahead. But yeah, we'll be keeping an eye out for that, and hopefully we can try and cover that game if it's on at a time when I'm not working. Hopefully it will be. But yeah, thank you very much for that, Matthew. And absolutely, mate, you should be totally proud of your club. An amazing achievement to reach a semi-final. And like I said, I didn't realize. I knew you guys had a long injury list, but I never realized it was as much as 11 players out. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. That's a full team. How can any club deal with a full team of injuries? But yeah, like I say, Matthew, if you're still there, just let me know if you guys did actually manage to do any emergency loans during that period of all them players being out. Because, like I said, that is absolutely crazy. And the SPFL should have stepped in to help you really and allowed you to make 1 or 2 maybe emergency loans just to help the team get through that crazy period. But thank you very much for that, Matthew. Very informative, mate. And absolutely, we wish you the best of luck in the semi-final of the Scottish Cup, and hopefully you guys can have a really good attempt in that, and a really good run at the playoffs as well. So, guys, we're about to have another substitution here, as I think it's another double substitution for Bolton. This it's Aaron Morley coming off, and it's Jordan Williams coming on. And I think we are going to see another player as well. Joey's saying, just noticed Preston winning 2-0. Ethan will be happy. Absolutely, Joey. Yeah. I'm sure Ethan will be absolutely buzzing with that. He was on a bit of a downer a few weeks ago, wasn't he, about Preston? So hopefully Preston can keep this, keep the results coming. Yeah, and that away to QPR as well. That's amazing. So it's Josh Sheehan and who's coming off, George Thomason coming on for Bolton. So there's the double substitution as we're now on 73 and a half minutes gone, guys. It's still Exeter 0, Bolton 1. And Exeter now with a long ball down the field as it goes straight towards the goalkeeper, and Trafford intercepts it. And now Bolton up can build again from the back. Now Bolton with a long ball down that far side as they come towards the byline. And it's Bradley in possession now for Bolton as he passes it into the box. And a shot comes in and it goes well high and wide. And what a wasted opportunity that was. I'm not sure who actually took the shot there, but I'm all for players taking shots. But when you've had so much pressure up the other end, you've got to use the possession better than that, than just taking a wild shot on goal. Because now it just gives the momentum back to Exeter as Exeter get the game back underway with a long ball down this near side. And it's challenged by Bolton and goes out for a throw-in. And now Exeter work the ball towards the edge of the Bolton box, and a challenge comes in from Bolton, and the referee has blown the whistle for another foul. And I think we're also going to see the Bolton player booked. Yeah, that was a bit of a stupid challenge, really, there, unnecessary. And look at Exeter there, nicking about 4 yards off that, where it actually originally challenge came in. Yeah, good to see the referees made them put it back. I was going to go nuts then, guys. I could see Exeter trying to nick a better angle for the shot from where the actual foul was committed. So I was about to break out into a rant, but luckily the referee has noticed that and made them go back to where to where the foul was committed. Phew, there was a rant about to kick in then, guys. I bet Joey's thinking, come on, we want a rant. Ball comes in, it's shot, it's a free kick taken towards the back post and headed away out to that far side. And that will be a throw in to Exeter, midway inside their own half of the field. Long throwing. What a throwing that was. That wouldn't have thought that were possible for there, but it was. What an amazing throwing that was. Long throw into the box. It's deflected away, but eventually Exeter work it to this near side and get another cross into the box, and that is deflected behind. And that will be a goal kick to Bolton. Sorry, just seeing that the Exeter fans there broke out into a cheer, a clap for some reason. I'm not sure why. But yeah. So we're about to see a double substitution for Exeter. So, yeah, double substitution here for Exeter, guys. We're on 77.5 minutes, and it's Harvey Kite coming off, and it's Pedro Borges coming off. Apologies if I'm not pronouncing his name correctly, but forgive me, I don't know all the Exeter players. So they're not my team, so I'm not going to know every one of their players. But yeah, what a name that was, Borges. Reminds me of something out of Lord of the Rings. And it's Jake Sparks coming off and Jake Caprice coming on for Exeter. So double substitution there for Exeter as Bolton now restart the game from the back. So let's quickly go back to the chat. Joey's saying, thanks for that, Joey. Appreciate you letting me know about the Preston going 2-0 up. Joey's saying, come on, Bolton, get a goal. Absolutely, yeah, I agree, Joe. Now would be a great time to get a second goal to kill the game off. As Bradley works the ball out to honest, I love that lad so much. What a player he is. He just works hard and he's full of pace and hunger to get forward. Unfortunately, he's now down on the floor. Hopefully, he's not injured. But yeah, I was impressed with him in the cup final, and like I say, he's showing that same hunger today to try and get forward and create chances for Bolton. So we've got a free kick now for Bolton out on this near side, about midway inside the Exeter half of the field. As Bolton take it now short. And it's with Bradley as challenge comes in for Exeter and the ball rolls out for another throw-in. So Bolton not making the best of that free kick opportunity. So, yeah, thanks for that, Joey. I agree, mate. Let's hope for another goal to kill off this game. Minimo, welcome to the show, mate. Great to see you. How's things with you? Minimo saying, well, this is a nice surprise. Just on my way home from work. Happy Easter. Thank you very much, Minnie. Happy Easter to you. Hopefully you're on having a good day at work, or you've had a good day at work, mate. I have actually been to work today as well, but not had to work a full day with it being Easter, so that was good. I was able to get home to do some live streams. But yeah, great to have you with us, Minnie. Always appreciate you coming getting involved, and always great to see you, mate. Like I say, Minnie saying, so yeah, yeah, hope you've not been working too hard, Minnie. And like I say, pleasure to have you come and get involved today. Joey's saying, so no ref rant 20 today's today, Gaz, laugh out loud. Well, there might be later, mate. We've got more games to come, so there might be later. But not at the minute. Not at the minute, mate. It's on hold. It's on hold. It's in reserve. So ball out on that far side for Exeter, close to the halfway line. And can tell you guys, Ipswich 4-0 up now against Wickham. That's an important game there at the top of the league in the Championship. Derby County 2-0 up now against Forest Green. That's a big game in League One. So yeah, unfortunately, Joey, not at the moment, but maybe in the game later. So thanks for that, mate. Joey saying happy Easter minute. Yep, absolutely. Nice one, guys. And happy Easter to all of you. Definitely. Great to see that positivity, Joey, as always. Joey and Minnie making that effort to welcome each other, which is absolutely top class stuff. So thanks for that, guys. Minnie Mo saying, Gaz taking over my reference. I've been, well, Joey's seen me have a few over the last couple of months, I think. So it just normally with me, it just takes the slightest thing. I'm okay most of the time, but if I see something wrong and it's just in that split second, it could just burst me into a rant. So yeah, but it's good to know that Minnie also likes a good rant against referees as well. That's awesome. We want to see that. So Exeter now with the throwing down the field on this near side. And Bolton managed to win the possession back as they knock it up the other end of the field. And now just keeping it in on this near side under pressure from Exeter. But Bolton trying to keep the pressure on, but eventually the ball is deflected back to the Exeter keeper, who knocks the ball out to that far side. And Exeter now switching the play out to this near side. This ball is going all over the pitch at the moment as Bolton win it back in the middle of the park. Now Bolton coming forward as they work towards the edge of the box. And now a cross comes in and it's deflected away by Exeter. Exeter tried to clear the ball up the field. They do manage to do so, but eventually it goes out on this near side for a throw-in. And the Bolton player there complaining that the Exeter player pushed him from behind into the signage on the edge of the pitch. So yeah, I'm glad to hear that, Minnie. It's nice to hear that somebody else likes a ref rant. Matthew is saying, yeah, defo Falkirk deserve to be there, and it will be a tough game if we get playoffs and or cup final. It would be a successful season despite poor period we had in the middle of to be fair, Matthew, I think with 11 injuries that you guys have had to deal with in one spell of the season, I think you guys have already had a fantastic achievement. Not many teams or not many clubs could keep themselves in the hunt for the playoff spots and get to a semi-final of a cup with half of the squad out, because 11 players, that means you guys must have literally been down to the bare bones putting a team on the pitch with 11 players out injured at all one time. So absolutely, Matthew, I think that says that you guys have had a fantastic season already, no matter what happens. To achieve that, no matter what the ends at this end of the season, to achieve that with 11 players injured is an absolutely amazing achievement for any club, mate. Any club. So, you guys, like I say, keep the faith, and hopefully you get more players back from injury soon, and just in time for the cup final. That would be awesome to relieve the pressure on your squad. So yeah, as Bolton now work the ball down this near side, shot comes in from Bradley. I think that was Bradley that took the shot, and it just goes wide of the post as the goalkeeper actually got a hand to that. I think it looked like it. But yeah, Bolton really playing well now on this near side. They've created a couple of chances, and no, it was. I thought the goalkeeper actually got a hand to it, but no, as the shot came in, it was just curving away from the goal and just went past the far post. But Bolton now win back possession deep in their own half as they knock it forward, but it's intercepted by Exeter. Exeter now coming forward from the halfway line as they work the ball out to that far side, but forced to come back as Bolton keeping the formation tight. Exeter looking for this equaliser, but Bolton really trying to turn the screw at the moment to relieve the pressure on their defence. And there's just a bit of a coming together of players here. Put your handbags away, lads. Seriously. As the referee just coming over, and now he's going to have a word with them. Both two players, Exeter and Bolton players, squaring up to each other. We see it happen so many times, don't we, guys? But not a good idea to do it when the referee's like only 5-10 yards away. um, so yeah, absolutely, Matthew. Definitely, mate. Hopefully, you guys have a strong finish to the end of the a strong, really good and strong performance towards the end of the season to back up the amazing work done by your team to keep yourselves in the hunt for promotion and silverware. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Matthew. I personally myself, I think what you've achieved so far is amazing. Matthew is saying the cup semi is the 29th of April, will be 12:15 kick. Oh, it would be, won't it? Why is so many damn Scottish games always dinner time kickoffs on a Saturday? It's so frustrating. I really want to cover more Scottish football, but they always seem to put the damn better games on at dinner time when I'm still working, and it's really, really frustrating me at the moment. The same thing tomorrow. Big game tomorrow. It's the Old Firm game tomorrow, and it's on at dinner time again. So frustrating because I want to try and keep trying to make the effort to cover Scottish football as you know. But like I said, they just don't split the games up enough, and then when they do split the games up, it's always split up for dinner time kickoffs. So frustrating. Um, So yeah, but thank you very much for letting me know, Matthew. I will have to look ahead and see if there's any way I can work out to make sure I'm available to possibly cover that. Can't guarantee it, but I will certainly. Now I know it's a few weeks away. I will certainly look ahead and see if there's any way I can make my work commitments free me up to be available for that. Probably going to be difficult, but I'll see what I can do. But thank you very much for informing me about that, Matthew. Top man. Joey is saying, well, between you and Gaz, we normally get a ref rant laugh out loud. Yeah. You got to, when it's needed, you've got to have a ref rant because the refs deserve a rant. Believe me, they want to be glad I'm not their boss. Because I tell you what, they'd be scared to referee games because of the rant that they'd get off me afterwards if they didn't do a good job. So yeah, we do, Joey. You're right. We do. Nothing wrong with a ref rant. I try not to do it too much, to be fair. But as Joey, I'm sure as you've seen, mate, with me, it just takes that split thing to make me flip. Most of the time, I'm quite relaxed, reserved, but I see one bad incident in this game that shows incompetency from referees, and that's it. It just makes me go off like what's the word? Red rag to a bull or whatever it's called. I'm sure you know what I mean. Mini Mo is saying, is the ref Scottish, Gaz? No, I don't know. He might be from the borderlands, mate. He might be from the borderlands. No, to be fair, the referee's not had too bad of a game. Although the one criticism I would have of him is he seems to have stopped the game way too much. Anytime there's been any contact in this game, he has stopped the play. He's not been the greatest at letting the game flow. So that's my criticism for today's referee in this game. But other than that, he's actually had a reasonably fair game. He's managed both teams equally fairly. I've not seen an awful lot wrong to say that he's shown any bias or anything like that. So maybe he knew I was streaming the game today. As a cross comes in now for Bolton towards the near post, and it's deflected behind. And that will be a corner on this near side for Bolton, as the Bolton fans behind the goal there getting into full voice. But yeah, absolutely, Minnie. Don't obviously you guys know that I'm sure I've told you the referee standard in Scotland in some is pretty shocking, and I've had a lot of Scottish fans come complaining about it to me, and rightly so. But to be fair, Minnie, there's some bad referees in the lower leagues of English football as well, mate. There really is. I'm sure most fans that support support a club that's been in the lower leagues will tell you that. I don't know. Maybe they're the English cousins of the Scottish referees or some. I don't know. But seriously, Minnie, there is some equally bad referees in the lower leagues of English football as well. But like I say, to be fair to this ref today, the only criticism I have of him is stopping the game too much for slight fouls and stuff like that. But other than that, like he's just done it now. There was just literally next to nothing. Two players grappling to win possession, and the referees give a foul. For something or nothing, he could have just let the game play there, but he didn't. He's brought it back for a foul. So that's an example of what I'm saying. So we're into added on time, guys. 5 minutes added on time, and we've also got a Bolton player issued with a yellow card. I didn't see which player it was that's just been booked. But yeah, there we go. N. Ludlow. I can never read his name. What a name he's got. But yeah, Bolton player into the book. Now Exeter with the free kick as they knock the ball up the field and up towards the edge of the Bolton box, and it bobbles about before James Trafford manages to gather it and see off the danger for Bolton. So thanks for that, Minnie. Joey's saying, hopefully you win that, Matthew, after a very tough season you had. Absolutely well said, Joey. We definitely wish Inverness Cali the best of luck in the semi-final of the Scottish Cup and the push for promotion. So, yeah, well said, Joey. Totally agree with you, mate. Difficult for any club to deal with injuries, but that amount of injuries in a club in the Scottish Championship is just absolutely crazy. Minimo is saying, what's the score, Joey? Currently 1-0 to Bolton, mate. 1-0 to Bolton. And Joey's told you. So nice one, Joey. And thanks for that, Minnie. Minimo also saying only one goal this week. Come on, Bolton. Absolutely. Thanks for that, Minnie. As the ball bobbles out on that far side. And that will be a goal kick to Bolton, and we are now just coming up towards 4 minutes of the added on time, so only a minute remaining. Now, guys, quickly before I go, before we get to the end of the game, there is another game coming up at 5:30, Sunderland v Hull, and a game Middlesbrough v Burnley. So I'm definitely going to do the Middlesbrough v Burnley game, but I'm just debating whether I should do the Sunderland v Hull game. Or whether I should take a little bit of a break between the games. I don't know. Let me know, guys. Would you like me to do the Sunderland v Hull game? Let me know in the chat, please. But yeah, thanks for that, Minnie. Like I say, all that matters is getting the win, I suppose. But maybe Bolton still a little bit fatigued and tired from the celebrations of winning the cup last week, the Pizza Cup, as it's called. But yeah, at least they're focused enough to get, to make sure they get a result out of this game. So yeah, that's the main thing. But thank you very much for that, Minute. As we've now got a free kick for Exeter midway inside Bolton's half of the pitch. Free kick comes in and it's crossed into the box, deflected away, and Exeter pick it up on the edge of the box. Shot comes in, but it's straight to James Trafford, who makes a comfortable save. Minimo also saying, is Billy happy about this new manager, Joey? Um, I think he came in the other day and we're talking about it, but then I think it was only being rumoured about Lampard being the temporary caretaker manager, and I can't remember. I can't remember what he said about it. To be fair, Minnie, I'd have to look back, but yeah, hopefully he is, mate. Hopefully he is. Matthew is saying, I like this Good Friday though. Get full fixtures list in English, lower league, then the way next day there's a full card in Scotland. Absolutely. Yeah, it's nice, in it? It's nice. You're right, Matthew. It's nice how it's broken up like this, where we got all the English lower league clubs in the Championship, League One, League Two games out the way today. They play again on Monday, but then obviously tomorrow is the English Premier League and also a full card, as you say, of Scottish football tomorrow as well. So, yeah, absolutely. Totally agree, mate. And let's hope that gives me the opportunity to give a good coverage of a variety of games across the UK over the weekend. The attendance, guys, is this game 7,500 for the attendance for the Exeter v Bolton game, and it has finished now. Full-time result: Exeter City 0, Bolton 1. So Bolton, after that cup final result, managing to keep that winning momentum going, and that is absolutely awesome. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Matthew. Absolutely well said. Definitely nice the way that the fixtures are structured for the bank holiday weekend of Easter. Joey's saying, think he's unsure. He said he will do either really well or really crap. Think he's just in reserve at the moment. Yeah, absolutely, Joey. Yeah, well said. I think you're right there. I think maybe he's just waiting to make his decision about what he feels about it and see how Lampard does in his first game or two. Minnie Mo saying, I'll be supporting Liverpool this weekend, Joey. Yeah, big game for Liverpool against Arsenal on Sunday. So, yeah, thanks for that, Minnie. Matthew is saying that's a fair point. Just amazing that we are still in with a chance of playoffs. Playoffs considering what's happened. It is amazing, Matthew. You're absolutely right, mate. But it's also, it's not, it is amazing, but it shows that you guys have a good team. That you guys have, a real good team that, everybody's fighting for results, and even the players, the fringe players are fighting. Everybody's fighting. Within the club to try and get the club some success. And with 11 players out, you're still putting up that fight. And obviously, I know you guys have had some defeats along the way, but when you've got 11 injuries, that's understandable that you're not going to be able to, you're going to have to put up with losing a few games along the way. But yeah, I think it is amazing. But I also think it's a credit. It speaks volumes about the structure at Inverness and what the club is striving to achieve. So, absolutely, Matthew. Like I say, it's a compliment to your club and how the club is being run. The fact that you guys are still able to keep yourselves in the mix for things, even with all those injuries. So, to me, yeah, it is amazing, but it's also credit to the club and the amazing work that the manager is doing. Joey is saying, get in, cheers, Mini, tough one, mate. Yeah, absolutely. But like I say, Arsenal have that fear factor of Anfield, don't they? Mini Mo saying, you're due another 7-0 again, Joey, this weekend, is it? Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Another high scoring game at Anfield would be amazing. Joey is saying, yeah, that would be awesome. Think I've deserved another 7-0. Laugh out loud. Certainly. Well, yeah, I don't think we're going to be that lucky to get another high-scoring game like that. But let's hope it is an interesting, fascinating game when it comes around. Joe is saying, "Are you playing this weekend, Minnie?" Yeah, I think Hibs are playing. No, Hibs are not playing. I don't think. Oh, are they? No, I think Hibs are playing on Sunday. Is it? I think. Joey is saying, I know Bolton seem to be getting 4 or 5 goals regular. Yeah, they do, but like you say, maybe the players just feeling a bit fatigued after the excitement of Wembley and all that kind of stuff. But main thing is getting a result. I actually thought we'd play really badly today. So I'm really impressed. That's why I picked this game, because we were expecting that we was going to have a bad performance after winning the cup. I thought the players might be distracted emotionally and mentally, but they proved that they're not distracted. They keep the momentum going, and that's why I picked this game to see if there was a downturn in performance after the positive result we got in the cup final. So yeah, that's the only reason I picked this game. As you guys know, I'm trying to spread myself about as many games as possible to cover as much football. And but I'm sure you guys can understand my curiosity to how my team would perform today after the cup success. So yeah, thanks for that, Joey. You're right, mate. But like I say, maybe just a bit of fatigue and tiredness, and Bolton just making sure they got the 3 points today was the most important thing. Mini Mo is saying on Sunday lunchtime, Joey. Yeah, I thought it was Sunday. I thought it was Sunday. And Joey's saying, go on, Hibs. Um, yeah, absolutely. Like I say, we'll be interested to see how you guys get on the weekend. Getting frustrated with all these dinner time kickoffs, though, in Scottish football, because I want to cover more Scottish football. Joey is saying, well done, Bolton. Nice one, Joey. Appreciated, mate. Loving that, and really appreciate the positivity, mate. Top stuff. Millsard saying, full time, Sheffield 1, Wigan nil. Back to 8 points to safety. It was always going to be a tough ask for you guys today, Millsard. So really disappointed for you guys with that one. But keep the faith, mate. Keep the faith. There's still plenty of games for you guys to dig yourself out of that hole. And it all starts in the next game. Luckily, you haven't got too long to wait because another round of games in the championship on Monday. So quick turnaround. But yeah, gutted for you guys, mate. But stay positive, and let's hope you guys can get a positive result on Monday. But yeah, taking on Sheffield, who are riding high at the top, challenging neck and neck with Plymouth. Like I say, mate, it was always going to be a difficult one. Minimo is saying, if we don't win against the worst team, I'll be raging, Joey. Okay, fair enough, mate. But keep positive. Positive thoughts, mate. Positive thoughts. Until the game gets going, always try and keep the positive thoughts going. Minimo saying, what happened, Millsard? Um, Millsard saying, dunno. Okay, fair enough. And I think, just like I say, just to be fair, guys, Sheffield, you got to think Sheffield United challenging at the top of the table, aren't they? I'm getting confused with Sheffield Wednesday, aren't I? But yeah, Sheffield United challenging at the top of the championship table. So, like I say, it was always going to be a difficult ask for Wigan to get anything out of that. And like I say, hopefully the next round of games that comes on Monday, quick turnaround, and you guys can pick up some points. Joey's saying, worst team, laugh out loud. I would be too. Um, worst team? I'm not following you there, Joey. Sorry, mate. Um, Millsard saying, I deserve 6-7 6-7 nils. Fair enough. Yeah, you do, mate. Keep the faith. I know it must be very difficult at the moment, Millsard, to stay positive. I've been there. I know what it's like when when my club was on the downward spiral because of bad ownership. Your club in the same position at the minute. And like I say, mate, it's very difficult to stay positive. But thank you very much. For coming, getting involved, and do your best to keep your chin up, mate. Joey's saying, cheers, guys. Gonna get the kids home. Catch up on next one later. Okay, Joey, no worries, mate. Take care. And yeah, hopefully you guys have had a good afternoon out at the swimming baths. And yep, get yourself home safe and well. And um, hopefully catch you later, mate, if you're not too busy. Thank you very much for that, Joey. Top stuff, mate. Top stuff. Thank you. Millsard saying, okay, bye, Joey. Nice one, Millsard. Loving the positivity, mate. Top stuff. And Joey are saying bye all as well. So nice one, Joey. Really appreciating that positivity. Great to see you guys also making the effort to welcome and each other and say goodbye as well. With Millsard saying bye. So top man, nice one, Millsard. Matthew is saying, if you had to sum up Bolton's season, then how would you describe it? Obviously, I understand you had the cup success, but what about the league? I think to be honest, I was becoming a bit frustrated with Bolton before the cup final, simply because I felt that Bolton, after we qualified for the final, once we beat Accrington in the semi, I felt that the players dropped off a bit with effort and motivation, and that was one part of the season that really disappointed me. And I think it's difficult to say because obviously it's still chance Bolton could get promoted. They're still in the playoff opportunities, but I think I'd be being harsh, but I'd be disappointed a little bit with Bolton this season because I think that the automatic playoff spots were wide open to us if we could have kept the winning momentum going. But like I say, the cup success that the club have had has been a bit of a distraction. And I think that's why we've dropped a few points in key games that might have give us the chance to close the gap on those two teams at the top. But like I say, I can't be too harsh. We've won a trophy. That's the main thing. Obviously, every club wants to win a trophy. Silverware is what we support our clubs for. We want to see our clubs win silverware. Obviously, it's not the best trophy to win, but it's still silverware. Somebody's got to win it, so why not Bolton? But yeah, I'd say it depends whether we get promoted. But I'd say I would say it'd be hard. I wouldn't be too harsh. I'd say it's been whatever happens at the end of the season. I'd say it's been a decent season for Bolton. But like I say, it would be disappointing if we don't get promoted because I think we could have got the automatic promotion places if we hadn't have been distracted with the cup. So yeah, and if you look over Bolton's results, whenever they played in the cup, the results around them games, what you could see the performances dropped off because the results show it in the league. So yeah. So I'd be a little bit critical of the players for not staying fully focused on the league around the cup games, but I wouldn't be too harsh because, like I say, um, I'd say it's been a decent season overall. And if Bolton managed to get promoted to the Championship, then I think most Bolton fans would say it's an amazing season. And I would say it's been a great season. But I would still be disappointed that they didn't go for the win to win the league. Because for me, no offense to every other club in League One, but I think Bolton should be striving to try and win League One, not just settling for the playoffs. But thank you very much for asking that, Matthew. Great question, mate. And yep, like I say, overall, I would say decent season, mate. Minimo is saying, how many wins has Maloney had? Millsard. Maloney, I think that said. Minimo saying, see you later, Joey. Nice one, Mini. Nice one. Absolutely top stuff from you guys. Millsard saying 2 Mini. And 9 draws though. Oh well, that like say, so you got to keep the faith, mate. You just got to keep hoping, keep the fingers crossed. It's not over until it's over. Still plenty of games to come, and hopefully you guys can get something out of those remaining games to get yourself out of that relegation zone. But the closer we get towards the end of the season, it is looking like a tougher and tougher task. But like I say, I think today was always going to be a difficult one for you guys. Like I say, Sheffield are riding high at the top of the league. They've got They got they got the Premier League promotion in their sights, and you can understand that they want to keep that momentum going. So it's always going to be a difficult one for you guys today. But I think keep the faith, Millsard. It's not over until it's over, mate. Millsard also saying I'm off. NPW. I don't get the MPW, but see you. Thank you very much, Millsard. Been great having you involved, mate. Always a pleasure to see you. And yep, loved having your company on the channel, mate. And like I say, always a pleasure to see you come and get involved. Thank you very much, Millsard. And yeah, hopefully look forward to seeing you on a future stream, mate. But enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, and like I say, hopefully see you guys, on a future stream. But if not later today, then like I say, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and hopefully catch you on a future stream in the next few days, mate. But yeah, stay safe, and thank you very much, Milzard. Look after yourself, mate. Milzard said meant to say now. Right. No. Okay. Sorry, I just didn't understand the abbreviation. But yeah, thank you for explaining, Milzard. Top man. Top stuff, mate. So yeah, thank you for that, mate. So guys, I'm going to jump off now, and I'm just debating whether to do that other game or not. But we'll see. I'll see whether I've got time. Only 15 minutes till that kicks off. But yeah, I'm going to call it a day for now for this one. And like I say, hopefully see you guys on the either, if I'm not sure if I'm going to do the 30:30 kickoff, but I will be doing the 8 o'clock kickoff, which is Middlesbrough v Burnley. So yeah. But thank you very much to all you guys for coming, getting involved today. Really appreciated. And like I say, hopefully see you guys on future streams. Enjoy your Easter weekend, and best wishes to all you guys for the Easter break. Look after yourself, enjoy the good weather, and hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. But that's it for me for now. Take care. Bye.